Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today on my channel we're going to be making a maple sweet potato bread in my bread machine. And if you are new here, my name is Debbie. Hello. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube journey. So just hit that subscribe button. Always hit that thumb up icon. Giving me a thumbs up helps my channel to grow. And hit the bell icon and hit the word all so you're notified of all the videos I upload. So let's get into making that maple sweet potato bread. Okay, we're going to get our pan out. And the first ingredient to our pan is going to be a half a cup of water. And it says in 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to reserve back approximately 2 tablespoons. I have half a cup and 2 tablespoons in here. I'm going to reserve it back just to see if we need it. When you put your ingredients in your pan and then add it to the bread machine, once you press the start button, if you see your bread is a little sticky or dry, that's where you can add your flour or water, depending if it's dry or sticky. Okay, I'm going to get my sweet potatoes opened. I couldn't find any that wasn't in syrup, so we're going to rinse these and get the syrup off of them. We're going to open those, and in the meantime, we will add 1 teaspoon. You can add vanilla extract, but I'm going to add maple because we're going to make a maple sweet potato bread. So do 1 teaspoon of maple. Actually, I think I'll do 1 1/4. There's our 1 1/4 of maple. I think this is about done. It's a little noisy, I apologize. So hang on while I go drain and rinse these. Okay, I'm back. I have my sweet potatoes drained and rinsed. We're going to mash them. You just want a cup is actually all we need. Okay, so we got a cup here. I think I'm going to do 2 half cups because I'm going to be using that measuring cup for my flour. And then it'll be a mess. One half cup. Looks like that's just about what you would get out of a can. And where's the can? Did I throw it away? I threw it away. I'll look on the can and see exactly what size can that was. I'll even put the brand. If you have that brand, you can use any brand though. And then that way you'll know what size can to get because I'll have that listed in the ingredients and put in the description box. And there's your other half. So it just leaves a little bit. And I'm going to, because I don't think I packed it actually. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump that in. Okay. I'm sorry, I need a coffee break. I got right up this morning, started making my bread, and I haven't ate anything or had a coffee or anything. In my next video, maybe 1 or 2 after this, I'm not sure how they're going to go in order, but I'm going to be making some homemade biscuits. So stay tuned for that too. Okay, to our maple sweet potato bread, we're going to add then 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Take my little toppies off here. 1/4 of cinnamon. Well, that one doesn't want to come off. So I think I'm going to bump up the cinnamon to a half. Let's do a fourth of nutmeg. But on the cinnamon, I'm going to do another fourth. So it's going to be 1/2. So 1/2 of cinnamon, a fourth of nutmeg. Then to that, we're going to be adding our 2 tablespoons of butter. I have them chopped up here into 4 different pieces so they incorporate well. And then we're going to be adding a little salt, 1 teaspoon. We're going to be adding some brown sugar, 1/3 a cup of brown sugar. 1/3. Always pack it in there. This is going to be delicious. And then to that, we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of dried milk powder. I probably should have put this in right after the water, but it'll be okay. Whoops. Tablespoon down. Actually, 3/4 teaspoon down. All right, back to the bread. 2 tablespoons of dried milk. I'm just going to kind of work that down in the water. Okay, wipe that off because we're going to be using this for our flour to make it level. Next, we're going to be adding our bread flour, 4 cups. One. This makes a 2-pound loaf. 2. So you have plenty to share with your friends. Or in my case, my sister. 3. And 4. I have 2 sisters. My one sister, Tammy, lives about 3 blocks down the road. I just had some extra bread flour that wouldn't fit in here from the new bag, so I'm just pouring that in now. And then I have a sister, Tina, and she lives probably, I would say, maybe an hour away. I'm not sure. Maybe, give or take. Okay, and then we're ready to add our bread machine yeast, 2 teaspoons. Make my little indentation there. And 1. And 2. We're ready to pop it in. Ooh, she heavy. But I know it's going to be good. Okay, we're going to turn it on. We're going to choose the white setting. And I'm going to choose light. And start. And there it goes. And like I said, once it starts kneading, when it gets to about the first knead, open it up, look at it, kind of just touch it. If it's real sticky, add a little more flour. And when I say little, maybe a teaspoon at a time. and just add 1 teaspoon, let it work around about another minute or two, touch it again. You know, you don't want it totally like dry, but you depending on your dough. I'm sorry I'm stuttering. Depending on your dough, like if it's a sweet dough or a sweet bread, or not a sweet bread, you know, sweet breads are a little bit stickier. Sweet dough is a little stickier. So you just kind of have to play around with it and see if it needs a little more. And then if it's really feeling dry, you can always add just a touch of water to it too. So we're going to let that go. It's going to be 3 hours and 20 minutes. And in the meantime, I think I'm going to have me some breakfast. Now, on my channel, I do a lot of different kinds of cooking videos, a lot of baking, doing bread in the bread machine. I like to do doughs in my bread machine. Some of the breads that I make are not always going to be cooked in my bread machine, because they just can't be. Like my blueberry swirl bread, there's no way to, you know, get that out and add it and then roll it back up and put it back in there that I know of. It's just you always have to bake it off in the oven. So, and then like I'll do crock pot dinners and maybe some easy casseroles, just some different things that I want to share with you that I've learned along the way. And the biscuits that I'm going to be doing from scratch, my mom used to tell me how my grandma Lammy used to make them like this. So I remember my mom telling me that, and I'm going to try it. My mom taught me how to make homemade rolled out dumplings. I'll share that recipe one time with you too. They're delicious. I make them every Thanksgiving for my family. So we're going to let that go, and I'll be back. Okay, it went off. Ooh, look at it. Looks good. I did not take the paddle out. Ooh, nice. The paddle stayed in there. Okay. Got a little indention though. Oh, it feels nice and soft. Look at that. I love it. Oh, if you could smell this. I smell the maple. It smells like almost like a sweet potato casserole bacon. We're going to let this cool off. It's going to be a while. And we'll be back to give it a taste test. Okay. It's pretty much cooled off. Let's take our end off, our heel, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, yeah. Smells divine. The crust turned out perfect. Ooh, look at that. Look how tender and soft. Oh, it looks delicious. Let's give it a taste. It is really smelling like a maple, and I can even smell the sweet potatoes in there. And of course, I smell a little bit of cinnamon. So let's give it a taste. It's just wonderful consistency. Oh yeah. Wow, I like that. I have never had a sweet potato bread. Taste the cinnamon, nutmeg spices. That is delicious. That little hint of maple with the sweet potato, it's a delicious bread. It really is. I hope you tried this recipe. And if you do, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.